I know trigonometry can feel a little scary, but let's start off with something you know. We all know about a circle and we all know about the unit measure of degrees. So let's go ahead and just focus on the basics of degrees and a circle to get you started and comfortable with trigonometry. I understand when you're learning trigonometry, it can seem a little difficult. So let's start with things that we already know. We already know about a circle and we already know about our XY plane. And that's where we're going to start with trigonometry. We're going to start with using degrees because that's a unit we're familiar with. Now, when we're doing the circle on the XY plane, we're actually going to work in a counterclockwise manner. So you'll notice on the board where I have it labeled where we're going to start a circle. So we're going to start over here on the x-axis, and this will be 0 degrees. And we're actually going to move in a counterclockwise rotation around the circle. So how many total degrees are in a circle? 360 degrees, that's right. So we're going to end all the way over here, and this end spot will be our 360 degrees. So now let's find half of a circle. And this might be a number you're already familiar with, but if not, you're just going to take 360 divided in half. And what do you get? That's right. You get 180 degrees. So this spot over here on the left-hand side is 180 degrees. So now we're just going to split up the circle even more. Here's 0. Here's 180 degrees. Break that in half. What's half of 180? That's right. You got 90 degrees up here at the top. Very good. And now you have to find the middle between 180 and 360. So if you're not sure how to do that, you can add them together and divide by 2. And then down here at the bottom, you'll get 270 degrees. So again, we're just taking a basic circle, something we know, and labeling it around the XY plane and breaking it up into fourths. So now let's talk about labeling each quadrant. Again, when you go to label the quadrants, it's going to be in a counterclockwise manner. And we're going to start where our circle starts. So this quadrant right here is quadrant 1. And we use Roman numerals to label our quadrants. The quadrant up here to the left is quadrant 2. Down here is quadrant 3. And this last quadrant is quadrant 4. So if you don't remember your Roman numerals, here they are. And this is the basic circle labeled in degrees. Now let's try some practice examples where you're just labeling where these degrees would be on the XY plane based on a unit circle. We don't have to draw the circle every time, but I'm going to label some key points to help us remember. Again, this is 0 degrees. We've got 90 degrees up here, 180 to the left. Well, this problem wants us to find 45 degrees. So 45 degrees is going to be between 0 and 90. In fact, it's going to be exactly in the middle. So you just draw an arrow up from origin, out 45 degrees, and then you can label the angle right here. This would be a 45-degree angle. Pretty simple. So let's try 30 degrees. Again, we remember 0 degrees is here, 90 degrees is up at the top. 30 degrees is a little less than 45, right? Again, these don't have to be exact, but you don't want to make it bigger than what a 45-degree angle would be. So I'm just going to make it a little smaller, come down like that, label my angle, and then I can say that that's a 30-degree angle. Let's try 60 degrees. Again, 0 degrees, 90 degrees. We know that half of it's going to be 45, so a little more than half will be 60, and this angle right here then is 60 degrees. Let's try the one on the very right, 150 degrees. So remember 0 degrees, 90 degrees, and then over here is 180 degrees. So we know that we have to be in this second quadrant because 150 is between 90 and 180. And where is it approximately between 90 and 180? Is it half? Kind of. So it's okay to kind of estimate and draw it out this way. But notice your angle starts over here on the x-axis and you draw it this way. So this whole angle is 150 degrees. Let's try 3 more real quick. Again, we know this is our 0. This is our 180 degrees. And this is our 90 degrees. So again, 120 is going to be more up this way. And your arc is this arc starting on the x-axis. So that's 120 degrees. Now let's look at these next two. This is 225. Well, we know this is 0. We know this is 180 degrees. And we know down here is 270 degrees. So this angle is actually going to be in this third quadrant right here. So when you go to draw this angle, again, you're going to estimate between the two. It starts on the x-axis. It goes all the way around. This whole arc is 225 degrees. Let's try this next one. 0 degrees. We know this is 180 degrees. 270. And then at the end, it's 360, right? Going all the way around. So this angle, 330, is going to kind of be right in here, right between 270 and 360. Remember, it starts here, so it goes all the way around. So this angle over here, the circular part, is the 330 degree angle. Nice job. There's one other thing I want to teach you about trigonometry in degrees. It's called the supplement and the complement of an angle. So the complement of two angles adds up to 90 degrees. And the supplement of two angles adds up to 180 degrees. So these are definitions you're really going to want to remember, so write them down in a notebook or make sure that you have them so you don't lose them. So let's do a couple of quick examples. The complement and the supplement of both of these angles. So let's do 45. So if we're going to do the complement first, the complement would be, if it adds up to 90, I'm just going to do 90 minus 45 equals 45 degrees. So this would be the complement. Now to do the supplement of that angle, we just start with 180 minus 45, because that's the angle they gave us. And what is that going to equal? Well, another 45 would get us to 90. So 90 and 45 is 135. 135 degrees is your supplement. Now let's try it for 25 degrees. Again, the complement, they're going to add up to 90 degrees. So we just do 90 degrees minus 25 degrees, and that's going to get us 65 degrees, and that's going to be your complement. So now let's do the supplement. So again, the supplement is going to be 180 minus 25, and that's going to equal 55 degrees, and that'll be your supplement. So these ones are pretty simple. All you're doing is you just have to remember that the complement is when they add up to 90 degrees, and the supplement is when they add up to 180 degrees. Now sometimes they'll give you angles like these and they don't have a complement, right? Because they're already over 90 degrees, so they can only ask you to find the supplement. And for these, again, they're just two angles that add up to 180. So all you have to do is set up your problem. And if you want to set it up this way, so you can subtract if you don't have a calculator on you, you can borrow. So this supplement would be 43 degrees. And then over here, to find your supplement, again, you're just going to subtract them from 180. And this supplement would be 12 degrees. And that's how you easily work trigonometry with degrees, with information that you already know. Be sure to check out my other videos on trigonometry to help you learn the radians unit and trigonometry terms such as sine, cosine, and tangent. Please be sure to share this video with another friend who you think might find it helpful.